Friends, there is a famous Upanishadic verse. Shrinvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putraha Ayedhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasapparastat, etc. etc. Now, what it means is this person who has realized truth, Atman and Brahman. Why Atman and Brahman is because really they are not different. Only when you look at it from the point of existence, it is Brahman. And from the point of reference where you identify yourself temporarily as body-mind complex, it is the same Atma. It is called Atman. Jiva Brahmeva Naparaha. So when this person realized the whole truth, then that person was so elated and he was announcing to all beings of every realm in this existence that he has found the truth, etc. Similarly, I am declaring to you all, to everyone who is concerned today or any time in the future, that whatever I am saying is only to those people. I am only addressing those people who want to listen to something and verify whether it is truth, whether it is righteousness, whether it is justice. In Sanskrit, whether it is Satyam, Dharmam and Nyayam. So, if these three are the things that you are searching for in anybody's words, especially my words, and you don't care whether I practice them or to what extent I practice them, or you are not much focused on who I am or who you are and who anyone is, in fact. As long as what we are speaking, the subject, whether that is true, that is right, and whether that is just. So if this is your focus, and whenever you hear something from me, you are trying to verify whether what I spoke is right or wrong, and if it is right, you are willing to try and put in practice as much as possible for you, and make sure people who value you also get that same message. So if that is what you are after, then I am the person that you can consider listening to. But if you are a person who needs to listen to someone who puts into practice everything that person says, I'm not saying that is wrong, but if that is your condition, and that person has to impress you, your idea, you have some ideas who is great and etc., what is valuable, what is special, etc. So that person has to fit in your bill, and unless that happens, you don't consider, even if that person is saying something true, right or just, it doesn't matter to you. And you want a personal hero. You want not ideas or not principles, but you want persons to follow. Then I'm not the right person for you to follow me. Okay? What you have to do is you have to find people who are experts in that. There are people. Rarely, but nowadays, because of it is a globalization, etc., you can find some people like that who you will find impressive, etc. So you can go after them. But when I'm saying something, I'm saying with the attitude that if anybody is listening, that person listens to what I'm saying, verifies whether it is true, right and just, and implements it and gets benefit out of it, and that person is happy. Okay. If that is their attitude, I'm talking to them. And that person also needs to realize that if I say that, but I don't practice it, the loss is mine, right? If you say that you agree with what I'm saying and you don't practice it, the loss is yours. So when it is automatic that we all will take loss anyway, if we don't practice what we know or whatever is truth, but we don't know that. So if that is the case, then why should we have anything against anyone between us, right? We all can be complementary, or at least can be neutral. Why should we compete or envy each other or oppose each other, right? As persons, okay? We may oppose the principle or whatever ideas we stand for. Yes, fine, no problem. But why should we oppose as people, right? So whether I practice what I'm saying or not is my business. If I want my own benefit, and if I truly believe what I'm saying is right, I will practice it. Also subject to the circumstances, right? So, for example, Sri Krishna wants to eat maybe, makhan or whatever it is, right? Navanita. So, would he expect people to bring him Navanita, butter, in the midst of the battle, right? He can do anything. He is God, right? And he is God incarnate, etc., etc. Okay, he might have gotten also. But what I'm trying to say is, whoever you are, okay, if you take up a body, you are under some circumstances, right? So it's just common sense that you have to understand that given the circumstances, we all always try to follow whatever we can. Okay. Now, if somebody is not following what he is saying, there must be a good reason. You can be sincere enough, honest enough to ask that person your doubt, why a question. See, this is what I think you said, and this is what I think you are doing. So I understand that you also want to practice what you say. So can you help me reconcile the difference? Okay. If you ask that way, then people would tell you what is happening and why things are not happening, etc. Okay. So anyway, I hope you got the point. Let me try to summarize as briefly as I can. Okay. If I'm saying something, or anyone, but I'm putting it in my context. If I'm saying something, you think that is right, and you follow it, and you reap the benefit, everything is done. You will repeat the same, and you will reap benefit repeatedly, right? Now, if I am saying something, and you want to first check whether I am doing it, and you want to take inspiration from me as a person to do that, because you don't have enough will to put into practice what I'm saying, or because you don't have the intelligence enough to verify on your own right what I'm saying is right or wrong, in that case, I'm not really ideal for you. Okay. What I'm thinking is that you are also as adult as me. You're also as divine as I am. You're also quite as potential, or like just like me, right? Therefore, I might have understood or something earlier than you in some things, and I might be lagging behind in some other things, right? So in the things that I think and you think that I have understood earlier than you, I'm willing to help. If you want help, I'm willing to help, right? If you don't want to help, I'm not here to impose myself on you. Okay? So, I hope things are clear. Thank you.